finish the diagnosis, we still need to come back and check the patient whether there is any recovery or clearance of any of the infections. So we also help in monitoring and also the treating of the patient. Without what medical laboratory scientists will have done, there is nothing either the nurses, pharmacists, or the doctors will do. Like one of my revered professors, he will tell you that there are many professionals, and I say this with humility, there are many professionals in the hospital, but only 4 can start the hospital. First, doctors, medical lab scientists, pharmacists, and nurses. If you look at it, these 4, without medical laboratory science as the nexus connecting the prognosis of the doctors with the diagnosis, all right, with the diagnosis, again the doctor will be able to inform the pharmacist of the drug to give the patient, and the nurses will now be able to look at how to care for the patient. And that's one reason why I married a nurse, so that we can have a complete hospital. Medical laboratory science is a field where the challenges of medicine meet the complexities of science. We are scientists, and what we do is to bring the complexity of science to a simple way of looking at human beings. So medical laboratory scientists play a pivotal role in the diagnosis and treatment of diseases, providing reproducible results. We call it reproducible results because the result you get here must be what you get elsewhere. Again, we have a lot of things that we do now. We have moved into various fields that will help in health administration and other researches. Therefore, medical laboratory scientists will act as nexus in a number of different settings, such as healthcare delivery, research laboratories spanning to public health. Medical laboratory science practice is the art of providing testing of patient samples, blood, urine, sputum, in several different disciplines. So we have a lot of specialty. My VCMA, I doff my cap to ask a question, are you starting as a faculty or a department in this school? Because the department itself is a faculty, but most of us still make it department. We have about 6-7 different disciplines under a faculty, under a department that can stand as a department on its own. So if you have not thought about that in Fountain, I'm introducing that to you now. So medical laboratory scientists provide data that will be used by physicians to determine the presence, the extent, and causes of disease. I must tell you, without medical laboratory science, it might be difficult for what you called modern day medicine. In essence, medical laboratory scientists, professionals, ensures tests are done on clinical specimens by specialists in order to get information about the health of a patient, pertaining to the diagnosis, leading to treatment, and ultimate prevention of the disease. So we look at the source, the cause, and the cause of an infection, COURSE. We let you know what actually led to it, what actually is the etiology, which we call the cause, and how it progresses. So when we tell you how it progresses, it is easier to prevent it from happening any other time. Hence, no physician in modern day medicine will commence treatment without accurate diagnosis. We don't expect it, but we still see it happen. So I want to let the audience know, if any doctor just asks you have a headache and now go and take Panadol, ask him, because headache can be caused by several things. It could even be caused by hunger. It might not be any disease at all. So you may not require Panadol. You may only require amala fufu with gbegiri and ewedu. The disciplines in medical laboratory science include medical microbiology, parasitology and molecular diagnosis, clinical chemistry and molecular diagnosis, immunology, histopathology, blood group serology, transfusion medicine and molecular diagnosis, bioinformatics, andrology, which is an aspect of reproductive medicine that is actually making waves now. So as medical lab scientists, colleagues that are just graduating now, I want to let you know you have choices. You can always pick and be ready to excel in which area you have actually chosen. Let me give first short history of medical laboratory science. The first hospital laboratory was established by a physician in Michigan. And what did he do? He observed that experiments being done by scientists in their laboratories can be applied to diagnosis of disease. Then he had been taking samples to scientists in the lab to check before he would treat his patients. When he saw this was happening, he now pulled biologists, chemists, and physicists. You can see the combination of medical laboratory science. All sciences pulled together under one roof. Now, to be able to do this diagnosis. And he made the biologists and the chemists, he made them do the test, while the physicists now manufacture the equipment. Colleagues, don't rely on things without doing the verification. If you are going to use any equipment, you have to test the validity. And you know that we have such laboratory in Medical Laboratory Science Council of Nigeria, our in vitro diagnostic lab, where equipment and products are checked for authenticity. After 5 years, the physicists, the chemists, and biologists started training people. This was how medical laboratory evolved. And then we started running samples to be able to help the health of our people. Due to this process, this progress report recorded, physicians and medical apprentices started learning laboratory methods and using laboratory results for diagnosis and monitoring state of health. Thus, medical laboratory science evolved, and the procedures now led to the medical training and practices by medical laboratory scientists. Let's now look at the nexus. Number one, the crucial role of medical laboratory, important data. We also help in clinical decisions. So our case is like, sorry to use this example, our case is like when you see your mom most of the time, but you don't know it's your father that gives the money that your mom is spending for you. Most of the things that doctors do, that pharmacists do, that nurses do, we are the one that gave the import of the information they are using. We are the unseen guests at every meal. The food we are eating, we contributed to it. Because we are the one that will tell the nutritionist that you are having diabetes by the value of the glucose we get. They don't see us. We are always eating. And that's the humility in the medical laboratory science profession. Over 80 to 90% of patient admission, diagnosis, treatment, and discharge decisions are based on laboratory results. So if you go to the hospital today and say, oh, they will discharge so-so person today, without recourse to the laboratory, nothing can be done. Because you went with an ailment, we need to test and be sure that you are free of it before you leave. Diagnostic role, accurate and timely diagnosis of diseases like cancer, diabetes, and infectious diseases. Treatment monitoring patient response to treatment and disease progression. Preventive role in disease prevention and thorough surveillance. We provide results that are widely used in clinical and public health settings, and health outcomes depend on the accuracy of our testing and reporting. If we don't have this accuracy, nothing can be done. If we don't have medical laboratory scientists in the hospital, let me tell you the consequences. Is that slide on there? The consequences of wrong treatment or wrong diagnosis. One of them is, without medical lab scientists, there will be unnecessary treatment. I mentioned to you, somebody told you he has headache. Rather than checking what will cause the headache, there are a lot of things. Somebody's temperature is high, there is pyrexia. There are a lot of things that could cause some people. If there's no money in their pocket, temperature will just rise. they don't really need any specialty. I know we know what I'm talking about. So we need to check. Without testing in the lab, we can't have this particular treatment that is responsible for that temperature. Then there will be treatment complications. Somebody need food, you are giving him Panadol. You are causing more problem, bringing more issues. Then failure to provide the proper treatment, delay in correct diagnosis, and additional and unnecessary diagnostic testing. If we don't do our work as well as scientists, it will be difficult. So these consequences normally lead to a lot of things costing time, money, and then a lot of people don't have public trust again in the hospital. So the only people most of the time holding the trust, THRUST, sorry I'm a teacher, that's why I'm defining it, holding the trust of the public trust in the hospital is our medical laboratory scientists. So based on all the things I've mentioned, medical laboratory scientists are able to determine the health status of patients based on analysis of the sample, and then we dictate the pace in medical treatment or management. Therefore, we could be described as pathfinders. The current pathfinders, please clap for yourself. The current pathfinders that will be graduating today. Despite all this, there are a lot of challenges. We have challenges of infrastructure. I want to thank my VC again. He said you'll be giving us a complex, Prof. So you are helping address one of the issues. Resources, shortage of rating. Smile to me here. We, the health of the country, you have been trained. Don't use our money for training and japa. Some of us have been staying here, that's why we can train you. We have resources deficiency because people will just get the training and run away, which we call japa syndrome. And then there's another thing that is causing resources, which I call here professional suffocation. Don't worry, you might have been hearing that the profession is actually being gapped here and there. Very soon we will remove all the gaps and it will be easy for you to navigate. Don't run away because of any professional suffocation. Quality assurance, lack of adequate quality assurance and accreditation systems, research and development, limited capacity for research and development, collaboration, insufficient collaboration between the laboratory and other healthcare services. Sorry, I will say this proverb in Yoruba and interpret. Ewúrẹ́ ò lóun bá àgùntàn tán, àgùntàn ló sọ pé màá tòun kò bí dúdú. What this means is that other professionals might be thinking we don't want to associate with them because of the way Nigeria is structured. We are not saying we are not associated, because anything we are doing must be patient-centric. So we are not looking at what profession you have done. You have chosen your best to be which profession you want to be. But let's all work together so that there will not be suffocation of any profession. Our prospects. There is current integration for efficiency and sustainability. Technology is improving now to the extent that your wristwatch can tell you your pulse rate and some other things. So if you are scared of a profession, will you be scared of AI? AI will tell you, you want to buy gala now, it will tell you the last time, don't eat gala. This is your diabetes, your glucose level, without asking. Just one call. Then employment and career opportunities for employment is growing. Education is also moving on because the course is now getting much more wider in terms of knowledge. Imperative for innovative education and training to equip the next generation of professionals. Quality improvement, emphasis on improving quality assurance and service delivery. If you have been thinking, when will this man finish his lecture? Now we are getting to the take-home messages. I'm not. Please, when we look at your importance, somebody told me, and I believe it. He said to get to the top is very easy. Only to maintain the top is where the issue is. And the man said, the greater your height, the greater your fall. You can always check it. Let your key be close to the floor and drop it. Nobody will hear the noise. But when you drop it from the top, you hear, somebody will ask you, what fell? Medical lab scientists, you are the nexus of contemporary healthcare delivery in Nigeria, but you have a lot of responsibilities. We must be ready to sustain resiliently the position we claim to have. What are our responsibilities? One, sustainable and resiliency on our indispensable role in Nigeria healthcare. I don't want medical scientists to be found wanting in the hospital. Anywhere you are, show them scientists don't sleep. I'm saying it. I called a professor, a colleague around after 2. She picked my call. I didn't say he. You are not in a lazy profession. You are in a profession that stands. That's why when you're on call, you don't go and find a bed to go and sleep. Little dose of where you are sleeping, somebody will be dead. And you will not be happy. Again, the other thing is integrity in attitude and your behavior. We need to emphasize the moral band that links you with the people you serve and the society. We have a moral band. We are meant to be supererogatory in all our actions. We don't have to be doing mandatory things that they will punish us for. Then that's why you do it. No. Do beyond when nobody is seeing you, so that people will know that really you are holding the nexus of this profession. All collegial interpersonal interactions when engaged in teamwork. Don't be timid. You are a scientist. Scientists don't fear. Scientists discover. Somebody defines science as seeing what every other people are seeing and thinking what nobody have thought. So don't ever think that somebody will tell you, oh, the day we break by 6 a.m. That's what they have been saying. If your own day will break at 2 a.m., why not? You are a scientist. Prove it to us. The time now in Nigeria is not the time in China. Why are we having differences in them? So don't be timid when you are having you are part of other members or the other medical team. When you are reading your results, be very careful. Don't be under any influence, so that there will not be either fabrication or falsification of your data. You must maintain regular emotional balance. I always tell my colleagues, if you fight with your husband at home, don't come to work, because you'll be seeing 32% and you will think it's 23. By the time you see 32 and you call it 23, you have caused problem. You need to do this to avoid casualties from wrong procedures or interpretation of results. I will list 5 virtues for you, which we go on with today. And I don't mind if you can write it down, because I know today, so as we are looking at it, can you pick your biro? You must be compassionate. You need to maintain that nexus. You see, they are looking for their biro. I'm sorry for taking you through this. You must be compassionate. You must be discerning. Ability to discern. You must be trustworthy. People should turn their back and know that you are doing the right thing without pursuing you. Don't join them in writing 8:30 when you resume work at 10:30. Integrity. You must maintain your integrity and be conscientious. And what's conscientiousness? Motivation to do what is right because it is right, and exerting an appropriate level of effort to do so. There's no time to tell stories. Many of us have gone through this issue of conscientiousness. People tell you stories. This is how they do it. Tell them, no, if you have been doing it this way, this is how you should do it. Let me tell you what it ought to be, not what it is. And that's why I'm living with you today. What it ought to be is what you should do, not what it is. For government, there's need for increased investment in infrastructure and training to strengthen the system and improve health outcomes. Prof, I will need to digress a bit. Government released 4 billion naira recently and mentioned only 4 professions: medicine, pharmacy, nursing, and what's the 4th one? I mentioned medicine. Okay, dental. And they never mention medical laboratory science. This is really what we call professional suffocation. It's not good enough. With all these people, it will be difficult to form a good college of medicine where we can work together with that medical laboratory science. I'm not here to talk about professional rancor, but we are letting government know, because there could be opportunity for this to be heard on the television or the radio. That that is not good enough. We should take medical health profession as what we call One Health. That is why our own department in University of Lagos belongs to the Faculty of Health Professions, because this is about health. We can't remove one out of it. So government, please, we should invest in infrastructure and training to strengthen the system and improve health outcomes. Improve balance in the treatment of healthcare professionals, because we all matter. You can't treat physiotherapists differently, you treat medical doctors differently. Everybody will not begin to struggle. We want to be relevant. It is only when people are treated differently that people will be thinking of relevance. Wherever you sit, if you are really relevant, somebody will recognize you. You don't really need to struggle, but our government is not creating this kind of balanced environment. Then government should preach patient-centric approach policies. They should bring those kind of policies and regulations encompassing all healthcare professionals. You can't have many children and treat one like prodigal son and think others will be happy. That will not be too good. In conclusion, medicine/medical laboratory practice would have been tabula rasa, meaning that there would have not been anything like medicine and medical laboratories, medical practice pertaining to patient's treatment without the import of medical laboratory science. Medical laboratory scientists as diagnosticians must be accurate and precise to sustain the best practice in modern healthcare delivery. Healthcare delivery is a teamwork and multidisciplinary among many professionals and experts of medical laboratory science. So we are pivotal to the delivery of contemporary healthcare in this country. Hence, the reason why medical laboratory scientist is the nexus of contemporary healthcare delivery. Trust me. Can you show that slide? Trust me, I'm a medical laboratory scientist. Thank you very much for listening.
Please, let's keep the applause going, please. Let's keep the applause going, please. Thank you very much. You can please have a seat. Ladies and gentlemen, we want to once again appreciate our induction lecturer, Professor Oyedeji Kolawole Solomon, for that amazing lecture. Please, once again, let's appreciate him with a resounding round of applause. Thank you very much for delivering despite your voice. We still appreciate you. We have no doubt that our amazing mommy will help us to take care of you better. Thank you very much. Please let's appreciate our mother too. Thank you very much. The next item on the agenda is a very short interlude. Ladies and gentlemen, we have prepared a very short video presentation for our inductees. I am very sure most of them are looking forward to that because we've told them that we are cooking something. I am trying to stylishly wait on tech to project that before we start. So the video is to just appreciate you and of course wish you well in your future endeavor as you transit here from Fountain University ahead to go for your internship and at the end of the day finally serve the medical field as a medical laboratory science. Again, from all of us at Fountain University, we wish you very, very well. Tech, are we good? Okay, so please, ladies and gentlemen, the video is about to come up now. We kindly request just a minute 30 seconds or thereabout. Please, let's pay attention, particularly to our inductees. Please listen attentively. You're ready, right? Good. Please, we move in 3, 2, 1, go.
Today, we wear white not just as a symbol of purity, but as a promise to seek truth in test tubes, to find answers in silence, to have humanity even when no one's watching. We've come a long way from those sleepless nights in the lab to the endless reports that made you question your sanity. From religion smears that clung to your clothes to resilience that clung to your soul. We faced exams that tested modern knowledge. We tested faith, strength, and the reason you started at all. We've heard slides that carry the stories of strangers, blood that whispered secrets, cells that told of pain unseen, and in those quiet moments, we learned that saving lives isn't always loud. Sometimes it's in the calm between results. Now the world waits outside these walls, a world that may not always clap for you, that sometimes values results over money, over morals, and shortcuts over standards. But remember, you were trained for the truth, to be the eyes behind the evidence, the heart behind the microscope, the unseen hands that hold humanity together. So when you step out there, wear your laptop with pride, let the footsteps echo with purpose, and when the world forgets who you are, remind them, you are a medical laboratory scientist. You see what many can't, you heal what many won't, and you save lives even without a stethoscope. You faced exams that tested modern knowledge.
Please, let's appreciate them once again.
Strength and the reason you started at all. You heard slides
Like our induction lecturer said, one would think that while we were putting that video together, we saw his presentation. Remember, do not take shortcuts and always tell yourself you are a medical laboratory scientist. Please let's appreciate them once again, ladies and gentlemen.
That sometimes values results
Now
over reason,
to the core of the game, ladies and gentlemen, to start the induction ceremony properly, please join me to welcome once again the head of the Department of Medical Laboratory Science, Fountain University, Dr. Taslim Adebayo. Please come forward to present Medical Laboratory Sciences of Fountain University Class of 2025. Please, let's appreciate him to the sounding round of applause.
And you save lives even without a stethoscope.
Thank you very much. This is the moment we've been waiting for. It is time to present the inductees to the Medical Laboratory Science Council of Nigeria. So first I will call on the inductees
you
to
wear white
stand
not
and
just as a
remain
symbol of
standing.
purity, but as a promise to seek truth in test tubes, to find answers in silence, to have humanity even when no one's watching. You've come a long way from those sleepless
The Vice
nights in
Chancellor,
lab to the endless reports that made you question your sanity.
The Registrar
From religion
CEO,
smears that clung to your clothes to resilience that clung to your soul. You faced exams that tested modern knowledge. They tested faith, strength, and the
please
reason you
the
started at all.
cameraman.
You've heard
You can
slides
step
that
a
carry the
little
stories
back,
of strangers, blood that whispered secrets,
The Registrar
cells that told
CEO,
of pain unseen,
MLSTN,
and in those quiet moments,
Dr.
you learn
Donald
that saving lives isn't
Ibe
always
Ofili,
loud. Sometimes
ably
it's in the
represented
calm
here
results.
by
Now the
Dr.
world
Jude
waits outside these walls, a
Okparanosi.
world that may not always clap for you, that sometimes values results over reason,
I present
money over
here
morals, and shortcuts
24
over standards.
inductees
But remember, you
of
were
today
trained for the truth, to be
who
the
are
eyes
from
behind the
Fountain
evidence,
University,
the heart
Osogbo,
behind the microscope,
who had been
unseen
trained
hands that hold humanity
by
together.
seasoned
So when you
medical
step out there,
scientists
wear your lab coat with pride,
and
let
found
the
worthy
footsteps echo with
to
purpose,
handle
and
human
when the world
samples.
forgets who you are,
I
remember,
therefore
you are a medical
hand the
laboratory
24 of
scientist.
them
You see what many
over to you,
can't,
sir,
you heal what many won't,
for the
and you
admittance
save lives
into
even
the
without
profession
stethoscope.
of medical laboratory science. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Please, the Vice Chancellor, please permit me to stand on the beautifully established protocol. May the graduates please sit down and listen to the speech of the registrar to you people. Just sit down and listen carefully. The speech by the Registrar, Chief Executive Officer, Medical Laboratory Science Council of Nigeria, Dr. Donald Ibe Ofili, at the second induction of Medical Laboratory Science graduates of Fountain University, Osogbo, Osun State, on this day, October 15, 2025. I consider it an honor to be among you today to conduct the second induction of Medical Laboratory Science graduates of the fast growing institution. It is equally gratifying that you could all turn up to witness the occasion despite your other engagements. And for some, being involved in huge financial costs, this attests to your support for the inductees and the medical laboratory science profession. These 24 inductees of the 2024/2025 set symbolize your institution's growth and progress, considering that the median induction last year involved only 2 graduates. While congratulating the inductees, their parents, and guardians for this accomplishment, let me also commend the authorities for nurturing the young ones to this level where they are being considered for the coveted license to go into the health sector and practice as medical laboratory scientists. When I received the list of your potential inductees, I found something remarkable in it. A badge of 24 graduates contains 7 first-class honor graduates,
to be the eyes behind the evidence, the heart behind the microscope, the unseen hands that hold humanity together. So when you
thus I began to wonder if your institution consciously assembled eggheads into the Bachelor of Medical Laboratory Science, or the standard was being diluted to satisfy the dream of some. As long as the grades are merited, there is nothing wrong with having many excellent products. Clearly, the Vice Chancellor, Professor Olayinka Arukarim, and his team have done a good job for so far. I salute him, keeping in mind that although nurturing young ones is one of the most rewarding assignments anywhere, it can also be one of the most daunting to see these young ones mount the podium, looking resplendent and being pronounced members of one of the most sought after profession in the country. Should gratify all lovers of progress. As a regulatory body, MLSCN has a huge task of determining the standard of knowledge and skill to be attained by those seeking to join. But the burden of that duty also lies in the fact that if admit the wrong set into the profession that involves life and death decision, we are vigorously liable for the choices made by the said wrong ones. The seal of approval was granted them would signify an error of judgment. Ladies and gentlemen, mindful of the huge responsibility to be bequeathed to the citizens a health laboratory system that is transparent, efficient, effective, and alignment with international best practices. MLSCN will no longer accept an invitation to induct the product of any institution whose accreditation has elapsed. Doing so will negate the avowed commitment to doing things differently. You cannot claim to be doing the right thing while also undermine the system you are meant to protect. Such intentional dissonance is an affirmation to the council and its policy. While we will continue to engage with training institutions and other stakeholders to ensure that the standard of training available to would-be medical laboratory scientists meets the highest standard set by the Medical Laboratory Science Council, you must also continue to do your part diligently. More than any other time in our history, the citizens are not only aware of the quality of healthcare available to their counterparts in other parts of the world, they are also yearning for it and determining accountability for systemic failure. How long shall we stand by while the yearnings of our fellow citizens for accurate and reliable diagnosis remain unmet? And shouldn't the interests of the citizen be paramount to us as health sector professionals? Therefore, I urge stakeholders to join hands with the Medical Laboratory Science Council of Nigeria to make a difference. It is true that the change will happen anyway, but let us focus on transformative change that is often born out of conscience, skill-driven, and scalable efforts. Let us commit ourselves to doing things differently in line with the renewed hope agenda of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR. MLSCN look forward to collaborating with you and other like-minded stakeholders. Our fellow citizens are looking up to us for an improved healthcare system, and we cannot afford to fail them. Meanwhile, my dear inductees, as you embark on the next phase of your journey, I encourage you to brace up for a greater responsibilities. Your professional induct must be based on the highest ethical standard. Such standards set our profession apart from the rest, and if you would ignore them, you will do so at your own risk. Your expertise in the diagnosis and treatment of disease is what the clinician will rely on, as intuition and guesswork could be detriment to patient lives. Ladies and gentlemen, your conduct towards the success of this occasion means a lot to us. I want to thank you sincerely, and God bless you. Thank you. So may I call the inductees to remain standing. This is a very important part of this program. I call you to remain standing for you to take your oath. Please do not write anything on the paper. Do not write. Do not write, just hold it, and you will go after me. Dress up very well, wear your cap very well, and put your right hand on your shoulder or your chest. You are going to go slowly with me as I administer this oath. Code of Conduct for Medical Laboratory Scientists. Where I said I, you mention your name. I pledge as a professional member of the Medical Laboratory Science Council of Nigeria to always exercise my professional knowledge and skill with judgment and care for the benefits of the wider general public and in the best interest of the users of the service. Demonstrate the highest standard of conduct, honesty, and integrity in my personal and professional behavior. Understand and recognize and work within the limits of my professional knowledge, skill, and experience. Recognize the belief and values of the wider public, the user of my service, and professional colleagues, treating them on a fair and equitable basis. Ensure the confidentiality of patient information. Ensure that my own belief and values do not prejudice or compromise my ability to carry out my professional roles and duties. Maintain, improve, and keep up to the date my professional knowledge and skill. Aid and support the development of medical laboratory science by education or training of professional colleagues, the users of the service, and the wider general public. Promote the study and activity of medical laboratory science by promotion of the values, aim, and objective of the Medical Laboratory Science Council of Nigeria. Show due respect and gratitude to my teachers. Maintain friendly relations with my colleagues, and whenever possible, endeavor to teach students placed under my care. I solemnly promise that as a registered member of Medical Laboratory Science Council of Nigeria, I will abide faithfully in all due loyalty by the rules of the council. So help me God. Please, a better clap for the graduates. Okay. On behalf of the Registrar, Medical Laboratory Science Council of Nigeria, and my humble self that is here present, I wish to use this opportunity to congratulate the newly inducted graduates into the family of Medical Laboratory Science Council of Nigeria. Congratulations, congratulations, congratulations. So you can go down now and fill this form. You fill this form like this, Your name, where is written name, you are going to use capital letter. In writing your name in full, put your signature where signature is designated. Put today's date. The status is medical laboratory scientist. And then on top of the form, you will write the name of the school, your email address, and the phone number. We are giving you 2 minutes to do that. You can sit down and do it while we call you out here to come and take your materials. You will hand over those forms to us. Please fill that form immediately so that we won't waste much of your time.
The inductees, please complete the form. Please sign. And you are submitting as you are collecting your practicing license. The inductees. Oh yeah, let's go, please. Yeah, may I require or request the Vice Chancellor, please, ma'am, to stand and step forward for a presidential handshake with the inductees. I also require the header of today to join the Vice Chancellor in offering handshake to the inductee. We'll be calling them one by one. So when they come, they will handshake and then come for their certificates. Yes. So the first candidate, please, inductees. Once you are called, you come through this place. Then, as you are going, you meet our Vice Chancellor and get a handshake, and you meet our Baba and get a handshake. Then you go and collect your practicing license. Remember, it is professional practicing license and it expires December 31st, 2025.
شفت ياما ناس منى هتعيش العمر جنبك وبرضه ما يكفيش أحلى دنيا عندي ما تساويش إلا معاك يا رسول الله وحشنا يا رسول الله يا سيدنا شوقنا زاد والله ومهما طول الغياب محمد مشتاق إليك والله محمد قلبي عليك صلى طال سؤالي قولي ازاي كده عاش عيوننا
It is important to affirm your oath. So once you come up, you get decorated, take handshake from our daddies and mommies, then you move on to collect your certificate. So today, you just raise up your hand and you say, I hereby affirm. So you affirm. If you are a Muslim, you say, I hereby affirm to the glory of God Almighty Allah. And if you are a Christian, you can also say your own. But it is important to affirm your oath. So the first candidate. The first candidate.
ده أنا زاد في قلبي حنين ودموعي مالية العين طمعان بقالي سنين إني أزور المصطفى مرة.
Thank you very much. Please, the photographers, the emergency photographers who are using phones, please step back a little. Please step back. You will be able to capture it, don't worry. The first candidate, Abdulrazak Sophia Abake.
مشتاق إليك والله محمد قلبي عليك صلى.
The next candidate, Adeboye Sodiq Akanwo.
By affirm to the glory.
The next candidate, Adesigbe Shukro Adesola.
تخلي الليل طويل وترميك في غربة ومرارة.
The next candidate, Adesope Abdulrazak Adewale.
قبلك حاسس بيك إن شاء الله إن شاء الله إن شاء الله هتلاقي الطريق
I hereby affirm to the glory of Almighty Allah.
إن شاء الله إن شاء الله هتلاقي الطريق.
I hereby affirm to the glory of Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Adeyanju Ismail.
قلوبنا ما تقدر تتوب وتشكي روح
Adeyanju Camilla. Adepeto.
مين اللي يقدر يداوي من الجروح مد ايديك تلقى دايما حواليك
Àti Tẹ̀bí.
هو الله
Zainab Ifeoluwa.
بيك الله إن شاء الله إن شاء الله هتلاقي الطريق
Aziz Akima.
إن شاء الله إن شاء الله إن شاء الله هتلاقي الطريق.
Bello Barakat Atinuke.
I hereby affirm to the glory of Almighty Allah.
قول يا الله ده عنك مش بعيد ما تشيلش هم ولا تشعر بضيق قول يا الله
Fọlọ́runṣọ́ Habib Láìkáyé.
عشان اتوب امحي الذنوب واهديني الطريق نور لي الطريق
Please, if I don't call you, don't come yet. If I don't call you,
نور لي الطريق إن شاء
I hereby affirm
إن شاء الله إن شاء الله هتلاقي الطريق إن شاء الله
Hasan
إن شاء الله
Giwa Alima Ọlábísí Giwa Alima Ọlábísí.
إن شاء الله إن شاء الله هتلاقي الطريق إن شاء الله رضيت
I hereby affirm with the glory of Almighty Allah.
وبالإسلام دينا
Hasan Jafar Abibola.
بالله ربا وبالإسلام دينا
Hasan Taslim Ọláwálé.
صلى الله عليه وسلم سلم نبيا ورسولا.
I hereby affirm.
Ibrahim Mariam Adéyínká.
في حماك ربي
I hereby affirm to the glory of God Almighty Allah.
القلب في
Mati Òkìkí Olúwabùkọ́lá.
ذو الجلال في علاه ما لنا سواه هو واهب الحياة فلنبتغي رضاه
I hereby affirm to the glory of Almighty Allah.
الغافر
Mahmood Abdulrahman Abọ́lájí.
سبحانه العظيم رضيت
I hereby affirm to the glory of Allah.
وبالإسلام دينا رضيت بالله ربا
Mọ́rọ́nkọ́lá Abdullahi Ọláyẹmí.
I hereby affirm to the glory of Almighty Allah.
عليه وسلم سلم نبيا ورسولا.
Òjó oríire ni tèmi Noimat. Muraina Abdulrahman Ọpẹ́yẹmí.
ديننا حياة ديننا عطاء المستلهم الصفاء
I have affirmed the glory of Almighty
ارتضاه
Allah.
لنا كامل تمام قد جاء بالسلام والخير للأنام وأنا به رضيت
I have affirmed to the glory of Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
ما حييت أقول في دعائي رضيت
Olúgbèjà, Mosida, Ìfẹ́ Olúwa.
وبالإسلام دينا رضيت بالله ربا وبالإسلام دينا وبمحمد
I hereby affirm to the glory of Almighty Allah.
وسلم سلم نبيا
Zakaria, Bilkis, Mosúnmọ́lá.
صلوا على النبي 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 رضيت بالله ربا وبالإسلام دينا
I hereby affirm to the glory of Almighty Allah.
رضيت بالله ربا
Sulaiman Mubarak.
بالإسلام دينا وبمحمد
Ukorigo Glory Ejiro.
سلم سلم نبيا ورسولا رضيت بالله ربا وبالإسلام
I have affirmed to the glory of Almighty Allah.
رضيت بالله ربا وبالإسلام دينا
I hereby affirm to the glory of God.
صلى الله عليه وسلم
Yusuf Ridwan Okikiola.
سبحان الله
I affirm with the glory of God Almighty Allah.
سبحان الله سبحان الله سبحانك ربي سبحانك سبحانك ما أعظم شانك سبحانك ربي سبحانك سبحانك ما أعظم شانك ندعوك ونرجو غفرانك ندعوك ونرجو غفرانك ربي. As I travel through the earth, I can't help but notice the symphony I hear all around, from the smallest grain of sand to the faraway planets, to a flower putting roots in the ground. Every
Thank you, the Vice Chancellor.
sky, every rock, and every raindrop sings as it
Thank you, the
falls.
elder. Thank you, the
Every
guest lecturer and other members of the high table here. Thank you very much. Please be seated. The representative of the registrar continues.
Thank you so much, the members of the high table and the vice chancellor, for your patience. We are grateful. The Registrar Medical Laboratory Science Council of Nigeria has a gift for the best outstanding student. This a way of commendation to the student for more successes. So this is a certificate of excellence presented to Ibrahim Mariam Adeyinka, the best graduating student 2024-2025 session, Department of Medical Laboratory Science, Fountain University, Osogbo, Osun State. On today, 15th October 2025. Thank you.
سبحانك ربي سبحانك سبحانك ما أعظم شانك ندعوك ونرجو غفرانك ندعوك ونرجو غفرانك ربي.
On behalf of the Registrar, Chief Executive of Medical Laboratory Science Council of Nigeria, Dr. Donald Ibe Ofili, I hereby present to you the Certificate of Excellence. Congratulations.
يا طيبة يا طيبة يا دوا العيانة اشتقنا لك والهوى نادانا والهوى نادانا يا طيبة يا طيبة يا دوا العيانة اشتقنا
Once more, I wish to congratulate all the newly inducted graduates. You are now a member of one big family, Medical Laboratory Science Council of Nigeria. Go forth and do the things you know how to do best. Be obedient to whatever you are doing. You have today been inducted. You have been given the mantle to excel. You have with you the art of the Medical Laboratory Science Council. You also have with you the lapel. Wear your lapel wherever you go to showcase yourself. And then you are also given your logbook. That logbook is what you will be using for your internship. Make sure that you excel even when you go to perform your internship. It's a one-year program. However, the license that was given to you is a provisional license. You renew it every year. It's renewable. You renew it every year. After your internship, you will now officially be given the permanent practicing license from the Medical Laboratory Science Council of Nigeria. Once again, I congratulate you and bye for now.
Ladies and gentlemen, please let us appreciate the representative of the registrar of MLSCN. Thank you very much. For those of us that did courses that doesn't need induction, like Dr. Rashida Debi, my lecturer, this is what it looks like. Thank you. Well, it's not too late anyways. Admission is still on at Fountain University. HOD, can we still admit you to MLS? So you can still come and apply. We are going to admit you so that in the next 5 years we can do induction for you like this. We look forward to receiving your application. Ladies and gentlemen, move very quickly to the next item. Please, before I move, let us appreciate the representative of the registrar once again with a resounding round of applause. Thank you. The next item on the agenda is for us to listen to the citation of the professional elder at this occasion. I want to invite the chairman planning committee of this induction ceremony, a staff of the Department of Medical Laboratory Science, Dr. Aladi Wakil, to please come forward to take the citation of our elder. Please, let's appreciate him as he comes forward. Please, let's keep the applause going as he comes forward, please. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. My Honorable Fisima, please allow me to stand on the existing protocols. The Honorable VC, other members of the I table, distinguished ladies and gentlemen here present, I'm saddled with the responsibility of reading the citation of the professional elder for this particular occasion, that is the induction and the oath taking ceremony for the newly graduated medical laboratory scientist of Fountain University, Oshogo here. Here I want to present the citation of the professional elder for today, and no any other person but who has played major and vital roles as far as the history of medical laboratory science in profession in Nigeria is concerned. Honestly speaking, there's no way you write the history of medical laboratory science here in Nigeria, even in diaspora. If the name of Honorable Kunle Jarade is not mentioned, you have not even written anything. They are just joking. Honorable Kunle Jarade is a distinguished medical laboratory scientist, is a public administrator, and an accomplished elder statesman whose career has been marked by excellence, integrity, and enduring commitment to both the profession of medical laboratory science and national development. Born in Ibadan, in Oyo State, Honorable Jarade began his academic journey at St. Paul's Primary School, Apaso, in Oyo State. He went through the Methodist High School, Elekura Ibadan, and the Islamic High School in Orita Abasoru to obtain his West Africa School Certificate examination, which he used to seek for admission to pursue medical laboratory science at the School of Medical Laboratory Science, University College Hospital, Ibadan, in the year 1976. So he was there till 1981 when he graduated as medical laboratory scientist. After his graduation, he went for NYC program as it is necessary. Then after this, he started working with the Oyo State government at the Oyo Hospital for several years. He later went for his fellowship program in medical laboratory science. And because of his flair for knowledge acquisition, he went for his master's degree at the University of Ibadan, majoring in nutritional and biochemistry. Nutritional and industrial biochemistry as MSc certificate. He continued working with the Oyo State government, doing diagnostic work. Then after some time, he just felt that medical laboratory scientists, as mentioned here by the induction lecturer, that medical laboratory scientists are not limited to only diagnostic activity, diagnostic work. I mean, analyzing the biological samples only. That we can also function, work effectively in other areas of human endeavor. Honorable Jarade decided that medical laboratory scientists should not put all their eggs in a single basket. That is, sticking to diagnostic work all alone. So he decided to go into politics. And in pursuit of that, he became the secretary of an Onara local government in Oyo State. He did not stay there. He continued with political activities Then in the year, he went to the House of Assembly during the regime of Baba Obasanjo as the President of Nigeria, of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Honorable Kule Jenrade contested for the election into the House of Assembly in 1999 and he won. And he became the honorable member of the House of Representatives between 1999 and year 2003. It was at that time that he was at the House of Assembly that he decided, because of the love he has for the profession of medical laboratory science, he decided to put pen to paper to draft the bill, the Act 11, Medical Laboratory Science Council Act 11 of year 2003. He drafted the act, he sponsored it among his fellow assembly members. And to the glory of Almighty Allah, it was signed to law in year 2003 by the then President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Baba Obasanjo. And that is the act that is regulating the training and practice of training, licensure and practice of medical laboratory science, which is one of what we are doing today. After leaving the House of Assembly, a rousing ovation for him, because honestly speaking, it was his effort, together with some other members of the profession, that actually led to the emancipation of medical laboratory science today and the regrouping of the profession and the practitioner from middle-level manpower to high-level manpower that we have today. That you can see people now becoming director. As I'm standing here, I can see at least about two. The director of medical lab, HMB, director of medical lab, primary health development, primary healthcare development in Osun State here. The director medical laboratory services, Osun State University Teaching Hospital, former LAUTECH, is also here present. It was through that act that some of us, and I that I'm speaking before you now, I was also once a director at the hospital's management board. Before. So, Honorable General, we are indeed grateful to you. Then after leaving the House of Rep, he became the special advisor to the Oyo State governor in year 2022, I think 22-23. And here, and since then, he has also continued doing what most medical laboratory scientists in Nigeria are enjoying today. And my honorable FISIMA, other members of the high table, and some of us that were privileged to witness the first induction ceremony. Last year, we brought in an academician, Professor Seyi Adeyeba. This year, we are bringing him a professional elder who happened to be a politician. By God's grace, inshallah, by the time we will be doing the third induction, most probably either a uniformed officer, we have some of them in the army, in the navy, in whatever. That is to say that there's no limit to the sky. So the inductees, you can see now, you can go into politics, you can work anywhere, you can be a uniform officer, you can become president tomorrow, and you can become a seasoned business enterprise. So So, ladies and my honorable VCMA, ladies and gentlemen, here I present to you Honorable Abdul Karim Adekule Derade as the professional elder for today's occasion. You are welcome, sir. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, very distinguished guests, please let us appreciate our professional elder whose citation has just been rendered. Thank you very much for all the good things you're doing for the medical laboratory science profession. Ladies and gentlemen, I am about to whose faces you've seen many times, but you are still yet to see him again. Please join me. We'll move very quickly to the next item, which will be item 19 on the order of program. Thankfully, we've been able to do item number 15, 16, 17, and 18. So we skip to item 19. On that note, I want to invite once again the head of department, medical laboratory science here at Fountain University, Dr. Taslim Adebayo, to come forward in presenting students that are supposed to receive award from various categories. Please, let's appreciate the head of department as he comes forward.
Thank you very much, sir. The Vice Chancellor, the Registrar CEO of Medical Laboratories Science Council of Nigeria, the Induction Lecturer and his spouse, the Professional Elder present, all other university management here present. I want to continue to appreciate you. And I want to say this, that we are conscious of time. At the beginning, we said we are going to use 3 hours, and inshallah Rahman, we will be finishing by 1 o'clock. So, with that, I will appeal to my colleagues and other people who have anything to do here. So, to be please mindful of time, don't let it exceed like 2 minutes max. So, my assignment now is the award by the Department of MLS. The PRO, the University PRO, has said the Students Award. Please, number 1 down. Number 1 down. And you said the department has come this far by the opportunity given by the leadership and by the help of other staffs of the department. And the department has decided to also reward or say a token of thank you for those that have been helping. We have a surprise award. It is a surprise award. The award, the first award to come out here is not for student of the department, but it is a student. It is for a student, because all of us are still learning. So I don't know, maybe at the end of the presentation of this award, you will agree with me that it is for a student. I want to call on my own mother to present this award. It's a surprise award, so I'm not going to call the student that holds this award. So it is my mother that will call the person. So I am inviting to this podium the Vice Chancellor, Professor Olayinka Karim, to present this award. So she will be telling us the owner of this award. It's a surprise award. I hope the owner is in the hall.
Okay. Okay. It's a surprise. Thank you. On behalf of the Department of Medical Laboratory Science, Fountain University, Osogbo, I'm delighted to present this award of administrative excellence to no other person but the administrator par excellence of the university, the registrar of the university, Mr. Adeyemi Sherif Adenekon, FCAI, NNRI, MA Anopa, NAUK. It's also a surprise. This award is in honor of your remarkable contributions to institutional integrity and unwavering service to the university community, and especially to the Department of Medical Laboratory Science. Congratulations. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. In MLS, our surprises never finish. Our surprises never finish. To whom much is given, much is expected. We'll continue to surprise people. So this time, I am calling on the registrar CEO, ably represented here by Mr. Jude, to please help us present number 2 surprise. We have so many surprises. This is the first.
Okay, the second surprise. This is an award of excellence, award of financial excellence to Mrs. Selifat Ale Balogu in the honor of exemplary service, visionary financial leadership, and unwavering commitment to institutional growth, accountability, particularly for your financial support to medical laboratory science. Congratulations on this day, 15th October 2025. Thank you.
Another surprise. Okay, maybe at this point I'll suspend it because it's like you are about to guess who the next surprise is going. Award of Excellence for the best graduating students in chemical pathology, to be presented by the university librarian. So please step forward, sir.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. On behalf of the Department of Medical Laboratory Science, I present this award of excellence to Ibrahim Mariam Adeyinka on this day, 15th October 2025. Congratulations. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir. Award of Excellence to the best graduating students in hematology. In hematology, to be presented by the university registrar. Please step forward, sir.
On behalf of the Department of Medical Laboratory Science, I present this award of excellence to Ms. Sakaria Belikis Musumola as best graduate student in hematology and blood transfusion. Congratulations on this day, 15th October 2025.
Award of Best Graduating Students in Medical Microbiology and Parasitology to be presented by the College Dean, Professor Mariam Dasola. You're welcome, ma'am.
How's been light in Shaitan regime? Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. On behalf of the Department of Chemical and Medical Laboratory Science, I present this award of excellence to Adeyanju Kamilat Adekuti, best graduating student in medical microbiology and parasitology from the Department of Medical Laboratory Science for the graduating class of 2024-2025 on these days of 15th October 2025. Congratulations.
It is time to bring out my surprise again. And my own mommy, you will pardon me for disturbing you again, ma. You will step out to present my next surprise. This one carries star. It's a star award. It's a star award. So it is a 3-star general that will present it to a 1-star general. It's a 1-star now.
That's Frankie.
Yes, this is the award to the best graduating students. And I'm happy, delighted today that I'm a woman. If you are a woman, say Tekbir.
Allahu Akbar.
If you are a woman, say Tekbir.
Allahu Akbar.
Indeed, Al-Jannah is meant for the women. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. So I'm proud to present the award to the best graduating students of the Department of Medical Laboratory Science, Fountain University, our dear sister Ibrahim Maria
to be the best, number one, nothing
If you are a woman, please rise up to hail her.
destiny.
Rise up for her. If you are a woman, the men are also standing up. Thank you for giving her that standing ovation. You deserve it. You deserve it. You should be proud of it. We are proud of you. Alhamdulillah. Congratulations.
Champion, stand up.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm allowing the family members to join her because this is a great award. Oh, that's our father coming. Yes, congratulations. Let the Medica family come on. Come and join us. We are proud of her. I'm really proud of her. I'm really proud of you. You see her working in the mosque, cleaning the mosque, and doing so many things. We are proud of you. Allah has really rewarded you. Let the family come. Let them come. Come and join them. We are proud of you. We are loving it. Congratulations. Okay, congratulations. Daddy, congratulations to you. The entire family, congratulations to you. We are proud of you. Thank you so much. I've not presented the award. Wait, I've not presented the award to her.
To pick myself back up.
So thank you, DJ down. Thank you. Award of excellence to the best graduating student, and it's being presented to Ibrahim Mariam Adeyinka as the best graduate student in the Department of Medical Laboratory Science in the class of 2024-2025 academic session. And the award is being presented to you on this day, 15th October 2025. Congratulations. Congratulations. Okay, from the same family, and they are both having first class. Thank God. Alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alamin. Congratulations.
Thank you very much, ma. We are mindful of time now. We will speed things up. Our students are doing very well academically, professionally, politically, in Fountain University, and also outside the shores of Fountain University. This is a meritorious award from the Nemesa Southwest region. They are sending the award in. This award goes to Honorable Folorunsho Abib Lai, the regional vice president, 1 for Southwest. This is to be presented by the university bursar.
Alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alameen. Congratulations. This is from Nigeria Medical Laboratory Science Students Association, Southwest Region. Meritorious Service Award to Honorable Folorunsho Habibullah, Regional Vice President 1, in appreciation of your support and guidance to the President and the executive team of NIMELSA Southwest Region. It's dated 11th October 2025. Alhamdulillah, congratulations.
The next award, Meritorious Award from the Southwest Region, goes to Honorable Ibrahim Maria, the Regional PRO. The next awardee Meritorious Award Service from the Southwest Nemesa goes to Honorable Adeboye Sodiq Akao. MLS Azan Taslim Olawale, Certificate of Special Recognition. Please be fast. MLS Sulaiman Mubarak, please follow. MLS Zakaria Balkis, Special Recognition Award for your role in leadership. Special Recognition Award to MLS Okorigo Glory Ejiro. Please follow. MLS Adeboye Sodiq, Special Recognition. Special Recognition, Adeboye Sodiq. Special Recognition Award. MLS Fọlọ́runṣọ́ Abibulai Táyé. MLS Yusuf Ridwan Biola. MLS Olugbeja Mosida. Special recognition MLS Jafar Hassan. Special recognition MLS Ibrahim Mariam. MLS Muraina Abdurrahman Okpeyemi Recognition Award. Leadership Award. Leadership Award, MLS Mahmood Abdurrahman Mobolaji. Leadership Award MLS Ojo Orireni Temi Naimat. Orire, be fast, please. Leadership Award Adesope Abdulrazak Adewale. This is the departmental president for 2023-2024 academic session. He laid a good foundation, and he also empowered the department during his tenure. And the last one goes to the leader of the students in the department, MLS Morum Kola Abdullahi Olayemi. This is the president in the department for 2024-2025, who just handed over to a new president. This is the young man that was doing wonder in MLS that donated generator of 1 million to the department through the student body. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. From the department, this is the end of the award for the induction ceremony of 2024-2025 section. Please look forward to 2025-2026 Miraculous Awards. Thank you.
Please, let us appreciate the head of the Department of Medical Laboratory Science. Although he has given the Bossa Award, I would have said the person should find him because he said he's going to stop before 1 p.m. and it's 7 minutes past 1. So hopefully the next set of people will not, like he said, help us keep it very, very short. Ladies and gentlemen, we move very quickly because our time is fast spent. We have just 3 more agendas. We'll take 2 good messages, the valedictorian speech, vote of thanks, closing prayer, and that's it. Please, let's keep in touch. To give us the first good message, please join me to welcome our elder, professional elder, as he comes forward to deliver his good message. Please, let's appreciate him as he comes forward. Please, let's appreciate him as he comes forward, please. Thank you.
A'udhu billahi minash shaitani rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Madam Vice Chancellor, ma'am, distinguished member of the High Table, parents, our graduates, the inductees, today is a special day for you. I know it's a very special day for you, but now you may not realize it. But as time goes on, we want to continue to thank Almighty Allah for giving you this day. You have been transformed from being a student to being a medical lab scientist, qualified and licensed medical lab scientist. Between a qualified lab scientist and a licensed medical lab scientist. Before you can do anything, if you peruse the act very well, you will see that before you do anything in the lab, you must be a qualified and licensed medical lab scientist. Like I told some of you yesterday, now you are a fully qualified person. You can practice the profession at any time, at your will. Yes, because without the license, you can't practice. You are a quack. But I want you to realize one beautiful thing. Quackery is not limited to an untrained person practicing the profession. It includes a professional that practices in an orthodox method. You have to follow the normal procedure on whatever thing you do. You make sure your results are adequate and very precise. This is very key. Before now, if you make any mistake in the lab, your supervisor, your qualified scientist supervising you, whether your lecturers or scientists on bench, will defend you. But now, nobody will defend you any longer because you are adjourned to have been qualified and licensed to practice that profession. So you make sure whatever you do it diligently and correctly so that you don't make mistakes. Like it been said in the lecture we had today, before you sign a result, make sure it is good. I pray that none of you will have problems in future. I want to, at this point, appreciate the institution we are here today, Ponte University. I was at a ceremony like this somewhere. Maybe I should not mention name. Only one lady was wearing hijab. Because of that lady that was wearing hijab, heaven almost fall because their own condition for induction is that nobody should wear hijab to that ceremony. Today I now see that the number of ladies wearing hijab are even more than the men. I want to encourage our sponsors, the proprietors and proprietresses, to please put in more effort. Whatever the institution say they want, please try to assist them. You know that you are doing wonderful things in life, and to the student and to Allah also. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir, for that concise good message. To give us the second and the last good message is the President, AUA MLS, Professor MF Olaniyan. Please, let's appreciate him as he comes forward.
Thank you. I shouldn't have spoken. My father has thought, and well, for me to have this opportunity, I want to appreciate him sincerely. He's my father. Like I said yesterday night, I didn't just grow on his feather, but on his soldier. He left MLS. He left a room for somebody. Maybe after his fellowship was now. And the person left. I took over the room. And so, he was so generous. He left everything. The table I used, he left. Because I'm saying this because somebody even carried a broom, when he was leaving, carried a broom, and that was not enough. He trained me and established a private lab where I worked. Ask him, he's here. I worked while I was a student because they recognized some of my potentials. Because I was working in the hospital before I joined the program. Please, you will give me more than 2 minutes. I have to appreciate. Don't worry, I will keep to your time. So I appreciate you sincerely. And he gave us what we are eating today. And MLS is not appreciating you. I must say it. We are not appreciating. Just like Professor Oyedeji. Professor Oyedeji established our department at UNILAG, sorry I'm saying this, is not being fully appreciated. It's only others when they come and they speak grammar and all those things. So I'm just saying this to appreciate the two of them. My Vice Chancellor, sir, Abima, sorry, we are used to sir. Like I said yesterday, this is where woman's word. Because I could see all of them yesterday, maybe 3 over 5 or so. So I want to sincerely appreciate you. And well, this is my first time. I've been hearing about Fountain University, like I told you. I only had behind through Professor Latif Agbaje when he said, when the university was still at the formative stage, that all those textbooks I wrote, if I have some, and I gave him some to support this university. I didn't even know the location. It was yesterday. So, and I had 2 colleagues, Professor Muibi, Professor Hassan, who is here, who is also a parent. And so those are the things. I want to sincerely appreciate you, ma. Now, and my registrar. No, you know, my registrar. I also thank you. And well, there is something we used to do as those of us who are medical lab scientists in academics. It's like ASU in academics. Male lab scientists who are ASU in academics. So we used to, we used to award excellence. We used to award the best graduating inductee. We have a plaque, and then we have a cash award. The cash award, very simple. We take our account and we transfer to her. But the plaque, just like with which, you know, yesterday, I'd made arrangement with the university. The person, hope this is not deliberate. The person building the plaque disappointed us. Even at Yabu, here again. So, and later, we try. So.
Thank you, sir. Please, let's appreciate him as he goes back to his seat, please. So it wasn't deliberate. You can see the mic is blinking. I wanted to give you the second mic. So please, thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, now is the time to listen to the address of the class valedictorian. Join me once again with a resounding round of applause to welcome the best graduating student, Ibrahim Mariam, to come forward to give the valedictorian speech.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Distinguished guests, respected lecturers, beloved parents, my dear colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Please permit me to stand on the already well-established protocol. My name is Ibrahim Mariam. and I am deeply honored to stand before you as the best graduating student and the valedictorian of this great class. This is a moment I never imagined in my wildest dream. This journey has been like a laboratory test, sometimes positive, sometimes negative, but always teaching us something. From the struggle of balancing classes with practicals, to fighting with laptops that always seem to crash near deadlines, to navigating group projects, where group projects often meant one person working and others giving moral support, to surviving anatomy and physiology. We survived late night readings, endless assignments, and clinical postings that were supposed to end at 4, but somehow stretched into the evening. And projects, let not even go there. We had moments of joy, moments of tears, and moments when we all wondered, who sent me to this course? Oh, this department is after my life. But every challenge made us stronger, and every failure prepared us for greater success. And who can forget chemical pathology postings? One mistake and you hear Otilano, meaning you have to reanalyze. But through it all, we grew. We learned not only the science in our books, but also the science of resilience, teamwork, and sacrifice. We learned how to survive on little sleep, how to smile even when we were asked to repeat an analysis, and how to believe in ourselves even when the odds seemed impossible. When I came into this university, I had no grand plan, no clear strategy. I just wanted to get a degree. I was never a star student back in secondary school, and I barely got an A and never received prizes, no matter how hard I tried. In fact, if anyone had told me I would be standing here one day as the best graduating student, I would have laughed it off. But along the line, I realized something powerful. You don't have to be great before you start, but you have to start to be great. That truth became my inspiration and kept me believing until excellence finally became possible. This university gave me more than a degree. It gave me discipline. It gave me focus, and most importantly, the chance to rewrite my story. They say it takes a whole village to train a child. I stand here not as an individual achiever, but as a product of many people's prayer, support, sacrifice, and love. First, I thank Almighty Allah, without whose mercy and grace, none of this would have been possible. I would also love to thank the leadership of the Vice Chancellor, Professor Olainka Matakerim. Thank you very much. To Dr. Teslim Adebayo, our head of department, my supervisor, and a true mentor. Thank you for your guidance, your patience, and for always believing in me. To Dr. Adedokun, whose discipline shaped us. She was not just a teacher, but a mother who demanded excellence from us. Today, we stand taller because of you. To my lecturers, Dr. Adesiyan, Dr. Alade, Alaji Oladokun, Ms. Adeyemo, Mr. Yakin, Ms. Badro, Mr. Tijani, Ms. Tijani, Mr. Olawi, and my clinical instructors from Union Teaching Hospital. Thank you for instilling so much knowledge in me and making us who we are today. To my colleagues, the amazing class of 2025. Even though we did not start on the right feet, I'm glad we are ending this as a family. You are the reason this journey was bearable and beautiful. From laughter to stress, from practicals to projects, we carried each other. Each one of you deserves to be celebrated, and I am proud to stand among you. To my family beyond blood, the Fountain University Muslim Student Society, thank you for being a training ground to so many of us. You guided us, nurtured us, and gave us a place to grow spiritually and morally. To my friends, the people who became my second family, Adeboye Sadiq, Balaru Afsa, Awal Mariam, Aisha Akinpelu, Mahmoud Abrahman, Yusuf Ridwan, Habibullah Folarisha, Amina Gbangbala, Sumaya Anifowoshe, Abdullah Lawal, and Ojo Irenitemi. Thank you for your support. and encouragement. Each of you gave me memories I will cherish forever. To my best friends, Mariam Islam and Faisal Blakim, the ones who stood by me in silence, celebrated every milestone, and believed me when I did not believe in myself. Thank you so much. To my soul sisters, Giwa Halima, Balkis Zakaria, and Olani Olabisi. We studied together, encouraged one another, and carried each other through the toughest nights and longest days. To the days when we said, let's rest for just 5 minutes, and somehow we are on our phone for hours. Thank you for teaching me balance, or at least trying to. You were my push when I felt like slowing down, my laughter when I wanted to cry, and the reminder that I was never alone. Thank you for being my sisters, my friends, my cheerleaders, and my strength. This victory is ours, and I'm so proud to share this stage of life with you. Above all, to my family, my backbone, my first teachers, and forever cheerleaders. To my dad, the rector of Yaba College of Technology. I cannot just mention you and move on. Dad, please stand up and let everyone see the man behind my success. This is the man who taught me discipline, sacrifice, and faith. The man who worked silently but tirelessly so I could have the opportunities he never had. The man who denied himself so I would never lack. If I wear this gown today, it is because you carried the first weight. You are my first role model, my first teacher, and my greatest inspiration. This degree belongs to you as much as it belongs to me. Ladies and gentlemen, please honor my father. Daddy, for teaching me the meaning of hard work, integrity, and perseverance. You showed me not just in words, but in action. That success is built on consistency, prayers, and sacrifice. Every silent prayer you whispered for me, every sacrifice you made behind the scene, every time you carried my burden without letting me feel the weight, I see it, and I will never forget it. To my mom, where do I even begin? You are my angel on earth. Thank you for your endless prayers that shielded me, your words that encouraged me, and your love that never gave up on me, even when I doubted myself. Truly, if I stand tall today, it is because I'm standing on your shoulders. To my stepmom, thank you for your care, kindness, and support. You are a true mother in every sense, and I appreciate you deeply. To every mother figure in my life that God has blessed me with in this journey, those who prayed for me, advised me, corrected me, or simply just encouraged me when I needed it the most, I say thank you. You all held my hand in ways I cannot fully describe, and I will never forget it. To my siblings, Habiba, Abqadri, Khadija, Muhammad, Abdullah, Umar, Fatima, Asia, Nusaiba, Mustafa. You are my first friends, my lifelong companions, and my loudest cheerleaders. Each of you, in your own way, has been part of this success story. This achievement is not mine alone, it is ours. To late Mr. Yunus, Allahumma fila warham. He was not supposed to turn out this way, but Allah has been plans. He was not only a lecturer, but a father to us all. He shielded us from trouble, guided us with wisdom, and stood by us whenever we needed it. His memory will forever live in our hearts. Thank you for the constant motivation for believing so much in us. made us who we are today. And I know you would have been so proud of us. My dear colleagues, today is not just about gowns and caps. Today is a proof that we are survivors. If we survived 5 years of deadlines, endless practicals and clinical postings, then trust me, we can survive anywhere. But beyond survival, we must thrive. The world outside these gates is not just for graduates, but for leaders, healers, innovators, and dreamers. We carry within us the responsibility to impact lives, to raise standards, and to bring solutions. Remember, our degree may open doors, but our characters, compassions, and commitments will keep these doors open. As we close this chapter, let us carry 3 things forward. Gratitude, because we didn't make it here alone. Resilience, because challenges will always come. And hope, because the world needs the light we carry. So class of 2025, today, don't just graduate, we rise. We rise as professionals, as dreamers, and as leaders. And together, we shine. Thank you, and once, congratulations.
I don't know if I have the ground to make that pronouncement, but since I have been serving as a PR of Fountain University, that is the best valedictorian speech I've heard. Please, a round of applause for her, please. And to further confirm my bias, I spotted at least one person that cried in this very audience. I spotted at least one person. I wanted to, like, Please, once again, a round of applause to Mariam for that beautiful speech. Ladies and gentlemen, I know I earlier announced that after this we'll take a vote of thanks, but please permit me to just invite to officially welcome them to the association here in Osun State. The representative of the Association of Medical Laboratory Scientists, Dr. Abdulhakeem Yusuf, to please, no speech, just officially welcome them to the association. Please, let's appreciate him as he comes forward.
The Vice Chancellor and all members of the high table. Well, I am here to represent the chairman of the state chapter of the Association of Medical Laboratory Scientists of Nigeria. The chairman is here with us, but we have seen him involved in so many activities in this August program. He's no other person than the HOD himself, Dr. Teslim Adebayo. So I have the singular honor and privilege as a member of the executive, his executive, to represent him and welcome our new colleagues into the fold of the association. And therefore, having congratulated this great institution, the parents and guardians, as well as all well-wishers, and more importantly, our newly inducted colleagues, I want to perform the assignment, not without having at least one, and that is to let you know, my colleagues, that the license that our referred elder talked about in his goodwill message, I'm talking about our dear elder, Honorable Tenjerade, that you are now licensed. The license carries your name or your names, individual names, but you are holding it in trust You are holding it in trust. You have a steward and accountability to make sure that you carry out your professional responsibility professionally. And we pray that in your journey as MLS, Almighty God will guide you through. So having said that, on behalf of our state chairman, Dr. Deslima Adebayo, I would like to welcome all the newly inducted MLS into the fold of the state chapter of the Association of Medical Laboratory Scientists of Nigeria, with all the rights and privileges, including to be addressed as a member of the Association of Medical Laboratory Scientists of Nigeria, as well as all the responsibility therein. So you are very much welcome. We are very proud of you, and we know we can relate with you and introduce you as our colleagues. Congratulations.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. The final anthem, which is the vote of thanks from the Registrar Fountain University. Please join me to welcome Mr. Sharif Adenekun as he comes forward to deliver the vote of thanks. Please, let's appreciate the Registrar as he comes forward. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Alhamdulillah, 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 Rabbil Alameen. As a university, we are grateful to Almighty Allah for the rare privilege to host and witness the successful second edition of the induction and oath-taking ceremony of the medical laboratory scientists of this fast-growing institution. The university management appreciates the gracious presence of our distinguished guests, and we are honored to have shared this milestone with you. Our profound gratitude goes to our proprietor, NASFAT, ably represented by the National Youth Secretary. We acknowledge their unwavering support and vision that has made this event possible. The management team, ably led by our energetic and resourceful Vice Chancellor, the team are truly appreciated for their dedication and commitment to excellence. To the representative of the Registrar of the Medical Laboratory Science Council of Nigeria, MLSN, we are honored by your presence and value your input. To our guest lecturer, Professor Ideji, we appreciate your insightful and inspiring address. To the professional elder of education, we thank you for gracing us with your presence and wisdom. To the president of the Association of University Academic Medical Laboratory Scientists, your support and collaboration are highly valued. To the deans and directors, staff of the university, we valued your support and commitment. To our esteemed faculty members, your expertise and guidance as instrumental to the success of our students are duly acknowledged. To the president of Fountain University Alumni Association, we appreciate your presence. To our esteemed newly inducted medical laboratory scientists, we urge you to be good ambassadors of Fountain University, uphold the values of excellence and professionalism. To our invited guests, we thank you for honoring our invitation. To the parents, guidance, families, and friends of the newly inducted medical laboratory scientists, your investment, presence, and support mean a lot to us. We also acknowledge the tireless efforts of the